I could heartily wish that every traveller should be obliged to make oath before the Lord High Chancellor that all he intended to print was absolutely true. I have therefore imposed on myself a maxim, that I would strictly adhere to the truth, neither indeed can I ever be under the least temptation to vary from it.
Roldristle, where are you? Where is he, girl?
In the stables, I think, my lord. I haven't seen him yet today, my lord.
Well, find him then. And quickly, girl, quickly.
My husband, what's the matter?
Well may you ask, madam. What is the matter of a coachman's intent that he's never present when he's needed?
It's Roldristle, you see.
Have I not said so?
Ah, Lord Flimnap.
Why, there you are. Where have you been? What have you been doing? No matter. Harness up the gig at once.
It's waiting in the door, my lord.
I was about to take the air myself.
Alone?
Well, the countryside's so pretty now, the air's so fresh, now that the storm has passed.
I have spoken of this before, madam. The gossips at the court are quick to spot an indiscretion. A wife should govern her conduct at least with a concern for her husband's reputation, if not her own.
Oh, husband, you should think, as you could imply.
Oh, no, no, please, please. I had no intention. Please, do not distress yourself, my love. There. 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 We'll say no more about it.
But where have you to go in such a haste?
Oh, gracious. I have forgot myself. I am late, madam. It would appear that the coachman of the Lord High Treasurer of Lilliput has no concern that the Lord High Treasurer is late for an Imperial War Council.
It's a monster. A giant.
What is it, Freelock?
It appears the cook has locked herself in the kitchen, milady.
What is it this time, eh?
Oh, that has not as yet become clear, my lord. She is, it would appear, singing hymns and breaking crockery, but offering no sort of explanation.
Singing hymns, eh?
Oh, Lord.
I'll wager she's been at the Brandywine again.
If your every wager were as sound, I'd be a richer man.
Do you begrudge your heir a crust of bread, my lord? Is it my fault that I'm impoverished?
Of course it is, boy. Your rents are ample income, spent wisely. Poured into the pockets of your gamester friends, they're gone a month from quarter day. Now, you'd do better if you
I'd
would...
follow in the steps of Brother Bunko, You know that I'm no farmer, sir, nor wish to be.
Well, I'd always hoped that one day...
We sing this song so often now I know it by rote. I'm no sailor, neither.
Then what, for lost stroke's sake?
A gentleman?
Well?
Cook's conscience was always tender. She says she'll not offend heaven by serving eggs laid by heretical hens.
Where's the heresy in an egg?
Curb your tongue, boy.
I persuaded her that the sin, if sin it be in truth, that the sin would be on my head, or rather on the Admiral's, as his is the head of the house. Well, see for yourself. Which is the large hen, and which the smaller? I'm sure I cannot tell. And so, as cook declares, we run the risk of choosing wrong. The whole batch is the same. It's an omen, so cook says.
Freelock, take them away.
No, wait. That's my breakfast. What does it matter which end we break? I'm hungry.
Thank you, Freelock. That will be all.
Back to the country, sir. What does it matter, you say? After 36 months of bloody war, and your father in such a heap of trouble at court, he'd be lucky to stay a petty officer, leave alone an admiral. What chance have I, if word were to get out that my son could speak such blasphemy? Tell me that.
Oh, Skyrish,
Enough! My patience is at an end. Back to the country, sir, before this day is out.
My lords, I shall be taken before the hour, I surely will.
Shall I send for one of the imperial physicians, ma'am?
Is it because I'm nothing but a poor, weak woman that I'm trampled upon before my very eyes? Lord, I can feel my heart a-flutter like a robin in a cage. It'll burst, poor sweet, I know it.
Nasty mess of feathers, eh?
Give me my draught. A nasty mess indeed, Lord Balmouth. The green, you fool, not the pink. I know quite well I am the mock of all the court.
Oh, no,
Why
no,
else should my High Treasurer choose to flout me? A Council of State without the Chiefest Minister of State. What else but a mockery?
I'm sure Lord Flimnap has a very good reason.
And the Commanding General. At such a time, the fleet of Blefuscu stands ready to invade, and General Limtock lies abed. One might almost think he were an admiral.
Your Majesty,
Are you there, Admiral Bolgulum? I had not noticed.
Verily, verily, if the egg be hard, it hath boiled too long.
Thank you, Arch-Elder, a most helpful observation. Now the pink, I have a headache coming on.
If it please your Majesty...
It does not please my Majesty, Clustril. Should it please my Majesty that we cannot carry on the business of the country, that we cannot drive ahead the wagon of state because its team of jackasses is short by 2?
3, ma'am. His Imperial Majesty is not here. The Emperor. Oh, I mean...
The king a jackass, Clustril? That may very well be true, but I had not thought to have it pointed out by my principal secretary. You are tired of your position here at court, I see. We can wait no longer, my Lord Chamberlain. This council, I'm told, is called at the instance of my Lord Bolgulum.
Yes, ma'am.
Apart from the loss of our entire fleet, Admiral, what other news do you have for us?
The country is crawling with Blefuscudian spies, ma'am, and traitors to the small end cause. Nobody can be trusted.
Oh, if you please, Majesty...
Are you still here? Oh, how impolite. Goodbye, Clustril, and I'm sure His Majesty would wish me to say hee-haw on his behalf.
Your Majesty, pray
Good
pardon
morning
me
to
that
you,
I'm
Lord
so-
Flimnap. The Admiral here informs us that you may be a traitor and a spy. How say you?
Ma'am, you mistake me.
I think not. Nobody can be trusted. Those were your very words. And that must include the Lord Treasurer himself.
I assure you, Mum, that
Oh,
my lord...
enough. Next time be early. Well, now that the council has been called, we shall have to talk over the Admiral's nonsense, I must suppose.
Ma'am, I...
Prithee, proceed.
There is a disturbing fact, Your Majesty, which this council has seen fit to ignore, whether deliberately or not.
And what is that?
Why that? The channel between our own great empire and the island of Blefuscu is of no great width, and indeed, in more tranquil times, the young bloods of both our nations would vie to swim across.
And so?
And so, swarms of big Indian exiles and Blefuscudian spies have swum the channel in the black of night and burrowed their way into Lilliput's tender body until her fair flesh is a mass of festering sores.
Your proof?
I have a paper. with nigh on half the names of the imperial service. All traitors to our cause.
Tell me, pray, who writ this paper, my Lord Admiral?
Why, I myself, of course, ma'am.
I think we've heard this song before. It begins to tire me, sir.
But, Your Majesty,
Why, General Liptok, you've decided to join us. How kind.
Is it the invasion, ma'am?
Well, tell us, ma'am, tell us.
Squad! Halt! Right. Turn! Right now, deploy yourselves about. If any of you misbegotten sons of a big Indian bachelor wakes him up too soon, he'll be meat for the monster's breakfast. Yes! Yes!
Pray you, Lillander, take pity on me. This very morning, the Admiral dismissed his man, poor Dranko, who's been his steward since he was but a post captain, and all for eating scrambled eggs for breakfast.
And that proves him a Blefuscudian spy.
Oh, to Bolgalam it does. You see spies everywhere. In the kitchens, in the stables, in the gardens. Why, Faith, I do believe he'll look to find a big end spy beneath our very bed ere long.
Oh, what would you have me do, sister?
You could talk to Flimnap. Through him you're close to the throne itself and save the Admiral from disgrace.
He'd not listen. Oddly, I feel I've no more influence at the court than Flimnap's dog. We listen to my word on the cut of a gown, the colour of a curtain, the setting of a dinner table, but for the rest, if Lord Bolgalam's disgraced in truth, then so he is. And if he's not, and there's an end of it. Why fret? Let these husbands play their little games and find yourself a pastime, as I have done.
Fire upon you, Lillander. A coachman with no more wit than one of his own horses.
Why should I go to the shops to buy up more tedious words? A farmer buys a horse. He buys it by its haunches for the work it has to do. And surely, sister dear, you will admit my Reldresal has the prettiest flanks in Lilliput.
Lillander!
I am of opinion that no one could save your Admiral. If he is distracted, as you say, it must be for his losing of the Navy to the enemy. 40 ships in as many months. Nay, less, for the war is little more than 3 years old. It is the greatest pity we did not lose the Admiral first.
You're unkind, Lillander.
Well, just think of what we've missed. The Emperor's realm secure. And you, a happy widow.
That's true, too.
Condemned to wifehood. Tell me our crimes that we should be punished thus.
Oh, sister dear.
Oh, why should we not progress from bridal gown to widow's weeds as an actor changes costume between the acts? A husband's just a yawning intermission.
Oh, would you have us do without them? A universe without them? A manless world?
A husband's not a man. Yet they're all the same, husbands or no. Such lack of understanding, such paucity of heart, such little creatures, all of them. I tell you, Fiedel, I swear to you on the Blundercrow, were I to meet a man of real size, great in heart and mind and body, I feel Faith, I know not what I'd do.
Deagle! Don't do that! Ah! Attack! 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 Hold the attack! Hold! 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 I'd not advise you to struggle further, son. There's a picked band of the fiercest fighting men the Empire can boast of, just a-thirsting to see the colour of a monster's innards.
Faith, it would be wise to be prudent, then.
Wise indeed, Master. For were I constrained to kill you, how then could we bury you head downwards, you being a mounted carcass-like?
Head downwards? Why so, Faith?
If faith indeed, sir. For it is well known that in 11,000 moons the earth turns upside down. So if we're buried downside up, we'll be right to rise up again to heaven. Or else we'll spend eternity bouncing on our heads.
No.
But, Your Highness...
Why should I learn the stupid language? Do you expect Blefuscu to win the war?
That's treason, Glinchak, dear.
Aye, that's another thing. Why should I cudgel my brains while Lurber sits there smirking? Upon my life, I sometimes think I carry all the burdens of royalty in this schoolroom.
Quite right, too. That's your function.
I know His Imperial Highness will...
He knows His Imperial Highness will one day be Emperor. And he knows His Imperial Highness might then suspend him from the ceiling by his ears, or pull his toenails out one by one with red-hot pincers. Don't you, Tutor dear?
What's that?
Highness, please. Please, please.
I do declare, it matches one's complexion. Do you think it matches my complexion, Ribble? See how the ivory coat matches my complexion.
To a fault, sire.
Oh, do you think so? Oh, a trifle vulgar, do you think? Like dyeing a puppy dog pink to match one's hair, perhaps?
But your hair is not pink, sire.
I could wear a wig of pink. Don't quibble, Ribble. Let me see the coral.
Golbasto, I pray you, give us your attention. Golbasto!
Or do you think the coral pink?
You haven't listened to a word.
Tell me again.
A prodigy in nature. A giant. On the beach.
Wherever can it have come from?
It's clear. It swam across the Blefuscudian Channel.
Then why did the Navy not stop it?
We have no Navy, Majesty. Have we, Admiral?
I have 29 men of war a building, General, as well you know. The forests are alive with my shipwrights.
Then let us hope they remain alive, sir. When the Blefuscudian
It is
fleet...
quite clear that the monster fell from the skies. In the 39th chapter of the Holy Blundercrowel, our great prophet Lustrog said, verse 23, "And lo, I saw a mountain descend from heaven, and at each corner 3 angels with wings of brass..."
My head is spinning. Angels, you say? Were angels then contained in your report, General, with brazen wings?
No, Majesty. Nor no demons, nor ghosties, or goblins, or little blue fairies either.
It's clear to me. It was sent from Blefuscu to spy on us.
So there you have it. Husband, what action do you propose?
I'll try the pink again.
If I survive this day...
You little man.
Now then, Master. That's no way to speak to His Excellency.
His Excellency?
His Excellency Lord Flimnap, the Glum of Paldo, High Treasurer to His Imperial Majesty Golbasto II.
By the authority vested in me by the Grand Council of Empire, I hereby claim this creature, this territory, this man-mountain, in perpetuity for His Imperial Majesty the Emperor Golbasto of Lilliput.
Hooray!
I'm no territory, sir. You're just a poor mariner. Ship surgeon to the Antelope, Master Captain William Pritchard, out of London, bound for the East Indies. Lemuel Gulliver's my name, sir. At your service.
You claim you came here in a ship, with companions?
Claim, sir, that's the whole matter of it.
You are condemned as a liar out of your own lips, Master Gulliver, for no tree could be so massive as to furnish the timbers for such a ship. And where, then, are your shipmates?
All lost, I fear, in the tempest. And as for being a liar, sir, I might demand satisfaction for such a word.
The duel? Impossible. I'm a glum fellow. The difference in our rank must disallow the thought, leave alone the act.
humbly beg your pardon, my lord Glum. However, pray tell me, would the difference in our rank preclude my crushing you as I might a gnat?
You've already felt the sharpness of our arrows, Master. Beware lest the might of the Imperial Army be loosed upon you.
Oh, my dear Sergeant.
Could you crush a swarm of gnats? A score of arrows in each eye would not kill you, certainly, but it might cause you a trifle of inconvenience, a touch of blindness, maybe?
I've no desire to quarrel, Excellency. I shall carry through your wishes in all respects.
And well it is, sir, for you must know that the whole world is at war. To enter or to leave the country without pass or license merits death. The Imperial Council will decide your fate. Until then, you will remain a prisoner.
So be it then. One thing. A drink, my lord. I've swallowed a gallon or two of ocean. My throat's as rough as a joiner's rasp.
Lord Flimnap, as High Treasurer and first member of the Council, has hastened to the spot. But the question still remains. What do we do with this monster?
Shoot it where it lies, or bring it here to Mildendu. Put it to the question, and then destroy it.
But if its body is indeed so large, exceeding ours in proportion of 12 to 1, you said, why then that means that it must weigh, let me see, 12 12s are,
145, so my computations have it.
Less, 142, 3 at the most.
145.
143.
45.
43.
5.
43.
In my capacity as Grand Justiciary, may I suggest a judicial compromise, if the contending parties are willing? 144 would seem to meet the situation to perfection.
Oh, very well then.
Well then, 144 multiplied by 12.
If only Flimnap were here. As Lord Treasurer, he must meet such awesome ratiocinations daily.
Or let me put the question slightly differently. 12 multiplied by 144?
That's worse.
1,728. I never saw such boobies.
Jack Lurbar, what are you doing here? Why am I cursed so you'll be
Forgive
my
me, Your
death?
Majesty, but it is urgent to decide. Do we bring the monster to the capital or not?
With your permission, ma'am, to continue our deliberations. If this monster is indeed 1,728 times as heavy as a citizen of Lilliput, why then the conclusion is inevitable.
He's too heavy to move.
Precisely.
Your Majesty.
And shall the very egg be crushed by the weight of the mountain? Lo,
Do be quiet, Archelder.
Your Majesty.
What is it now, Admiral?
Quite a match, I think. A certain peach-like quality in the skin, the softness of true thistledown, not to be found in even the finest silk.
Well?
Your Majesty, the Imperial Navy has an engine, a great carriage, which we use to carry the newly built ships from the woods to the sea. Now, may I suggest
It has
that we...
already been commandeered by my sappers, Lord Bolgolam.
What?
Thanks be to Lustrog that we have an army, my Lord Admiral.
Then it only remains for the decision to be made. And according to ancient custom and the constitution of our beloved country, when the security of the realm is in the balance, such a decision can only be made by His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor himself.
Well, Golbasto? Make a decision.
Oh, Lord, must I?
You must.
Couldn't we all have a cup of hot chocolate and talk it over?
You must decide now.
Ah, very well. If I must, I must. The coral, then.
Golbasto, are we to bring this monster to our capital?
Why not? It might amuse us for an hour or so.
Lord Flimnap!
Ah, my Lord Chamberlain, good day to you. Here's a fine to-do, is it not?
I bring you the decision of the Council, my lord.
How's this? The decision of the council in the absence of the First Minister.
The Queen commanded it, and His Grace has signed the order. General Limtock and Admiral Boglum are on their way to the forest to see to the carriage.
In the same coach?
I believe so.
Spitting and scratching at each other like two cats in a bag, no doubt. Oh, very good, very good. Is this the sleepy potion? Will that amount suffice?
Prepared by the royal apothecary himself. 'Twill close his eyes in seconds.
Sergeant?
Sir?
Stay your hand a moment. Pray continue.
Yes, my lord. Master Mountain, sir! Your wine's awaiting!
Ah. I thank you, my good Lord Flimnap. I drink to your health, sir, and to my liberty. Very fair vintage. Not unlike a small wine of Burgundy. Oh, much more delicious. Unlike my eyes are heavy. Fine.
And thus is the monster tamed.
The time I spent in Lilliput was the happiest and the saddest of my life. And I must avow, had I but known the dangers I was now approaching, I doubt I would have submitted with such complaisance to the importunities of that strange people. Liberty is perhaps the greatest good in the polity of the nation, to which end we must necessarily confine, incarcerate, imprison, and otherwise constrain our fellows. Drugged with a sleepy potion by the little people of Lilliput, my liberty was taken from me, and I was like to lose my life.
The very moment that he opens his eyes, I am to know of it. And nobody, I repeat, nobody is to be allowed into the square.
Very good, sir.
Well, of course it's very good, man. All my orders are very good. Or don't you agree?
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir.
Very good.
Sergeant!
Sir?
The very moment that he opens his eyes, I am to know of it. And nobody, I repeat, nobody, is to be allowed into the square.
Very good, sir.
Ah, yes. Carry on.
You may come in now. Why, it's you. I thought it must be Cloran.
Good morning, wife. You are up already. I thought to find you still abed.
What? Lie dreaming on such a day? Coffee, husband?
Oh, I thank you, no. The Queen has called a council.
A council?
To determine the fate of the man Mountain. Were the law to be strictly applied, he must infallibly die.
But I had my coffee early that I might be ready.
Ready?
To come with you to pay a visit to the monster.
Oh, no. No.
No.
No.
Why not?
Nobody's to approach before the Emperor. And, of course, the council.
It really is too bad of you. This creature will be the talk of every drawing room in Mildendo. What is the use of being wife to the High Treasurer if I cannot be the first to see it? Please.
It is the order of the council, my love. The square has been emptied, all the houses cleared. All common sorts of people are forbidden for fear of civil riot. And even those of nobler blood must not presume to come within the precincts of the square without a license. From the court. Signed by the Emperor. Or the Queen.
Then get me a license.
Oh, Lillander.
A license.
It is impossible, my love. When the Emperor grants his audience, then perhaps at Lillander shall we...
Oh, well, that must suffice then. Now run along and see to it like a good boy. I must finish dressing.
Lillander.
Off you go. Cloran, where are you, girl?
Madam?
Tell Clefin to find me a chair, discreetly, but don't be long, I need you.
You're going out?
If anybody asks, you know. So I'm resting and may not be disturbed.
Yes, madam.
No. You'd better stay there for an hour or so.
Bless my soul.
You there. Report to the captain he's awakened. Quickly now. Welcome back to life, good Master Mountain.
Well, good morning to you, Sergeant. Tell me, is there an inn nearby or a coffee house where a man... or a mountain, for the matter of that, could find some meat?
Do they have good beef on the moon, sir? For that's what they say your home must be.
It seems as far away, and my last meal a lifetime since.
Beef, mutton, cabbage, 100 loaves or so, and fruits of divers sorts. Would that furnish a mountain's breakfast? It's on its way. The General ordered it, by order of Lord Flimnap, by order of Her Majesty, by order of the King. Or so the captain said.
Faith, a well-ordered meal. Were I in the finest eating house in Wapping, for that is where I live, I could not have ordered better.
Is Wapping on the moon, sir?
No. No. Pass.
You pass.
Aye.
Aye.
So I am to decide. As is the common practice on this council, I am to do everything myself again. Maid of all work, cook general to the household of state. You'll have me on my knees scrubbing the palace floors next, I'll warrant. Faith, am I to chop this creature's head off with my own bare hands?
The precise point on which I stick. How could we destroy a phenomenon of such unnatural size?
Simplicity itself, my lord. Deal with it as you would deal with any other spy. Shoot him.
Or prick him with a darning needle to doubtless serve as well.
Starve him to death. That surely is the answer. For if we do not, he will cause a famine that'll starve us all.
Have you considered, sir, the disposal of so large a carcass? Before you have it buried, the stench of it must, I apprehend, produce a plague in the metropolis, if not throughout the kingdom, which will lay us all beside him.
In the brightness of the day lieth darkness, yea, and the light cometh in the evening. Shall the cuckoo know its child, or the egg its mother? Yea, verily.
Thank you.
But there's 10 more lines.
You've admirably made your point.
Oh, thank you. Have I?
Now then, my lords, where were we? Oh, yes. Shall we destroy this monster?
You there! Report to the General that the man
No, one of us must. You go, Sergeant. I'll stand guard instead. Yes, you go.
You are assured that is the better course, sir?
I've given you an order, haven't I? Be on your way.
Very good, sir.
I know it's very good, ma'am. All my orders very good. Aren't they?
Aye.
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 Aye. So at last we are of one mind. My Lord Chamberlain, pray read out the resolution as agreed in council.
By command of Her Imperial Majesty, it is hereby passed, promulgated, and so ordered by the High Council of the Empire of Lilliput in the 8th year of the reign of His Most Excellent Majesty Golbassi II, that notwithstanding any further decision to the contrary taken by the said High Council, it has been decided concerning the destruction of the man-mountain monster self-styled as Lemuel Gulliver, that at this time no decision shall be taken.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Thanks be to Lustrog. Thank you. Ah, not halfway through the morning and already I'm exhausted. Faith, if my poor frail body lives to see this day out, 'twill be a wonder in nature to match this Gulliver. Oh, the council is ended.
Oh, but
my lords, one at a time, I pray you. General Limtock.
I have most urgent tidings, ma'am. The Man Mountain is awake.
Then our audience must be as soon as possible that we may decide his fate. The Emperor must be told at once.
Ma'am, your pardon, ma'am. His Majesty requests your presence. The gravest matter of state, he said to tell you. And please to come with all dispatch, if you'll forgive me, ma'am.
Go then, Sirrah, and tell His Majesty I'll be with him straight. Oh, go, go, go. My lords, an hour. Will an hour serve? We'll see the Gulliver in an hour.
But, ma'am, the licenses.
The proclamation, ma'am.
Gentlemen, my poor little head is spinning like a zany in a fairground.
But the proclamation.
The licenses, ma'am.
Stop here. Fellow, where is your officer?
I can't let you through, my lady. Not if you was the Queen herself, I couldn't let you through. Well, perhaps if you was the Queen.
What did I ask you? Fetch me your captain. Such a fine figure of a man. Are you married?
Aye.
A lucky wife. I'll engage there's not a sentry in the army more loyal to his duty, and so I'll tell the captain when you fetch him.
You've hit it, madam. The army requires me to keep my post. So too does my wife. She has a curious notion not to see me hanged.
Oh.
The captain's on his rounds, my lady. If you'll wait a little, he'll soon return, I'll wager. He's hopping back and forth like a flea on a griddle.
Oh, there you are at last. I've not known which way to turn, this, that, or t'other. And oh, the weight upon my shoulders.
What weight? The cap upon your pate. It cannot be the brains inside, of that we can be sure.
Oh, please don't jest, my love. I am distracted quite. I cannot dress. Poor Ribble cannot even choose the ribbons for my hair. I'm so despondent I could weep. But then my nose does turn so blotchy and such an unbecoming shade of red.
Why, what's the matter? Choose and be done with it. We meet the monster in an hour.
How can one choose? How can one settle for a colour till one knows the colour of the gown you are to wear to meet the mountain? Just think, if I wore emerald and you chose purple, or pink and orange. Oh, even the words.
Lustrog, give me patience. Wear what you will, husband. I'll be your drab. Why should I array myself for a Gulliver, whatever such a creature is? Choose for yourself, and I shall play peahen to your peacock.
Oh, yes, thank you. I see. Come, Ribble, come. One has merely an hour or so to make up one's mind. To work, man. To work.
Mom, the proclamation!
The licenses, Mom!
Keep back! Keep back!
Now what's here? Oh,
Back! Back, I say! In the name of the Emperor, back!
Mercy! What was that?
Odds my life, but I'll swear I was nearer death at that moment than ere I was in battle.
A lady to see you, sir.
So this is the brave captain.
And are these military manners, ruffian? Open your gate and let me through. Your humble servant.
Surely. Yes, it is. It's Lady Marcy's boy. Oh, you must remember me. Or maybe not. It must be half a dozen years since your sister's ball, and you the schoolboy home for the winter feast. Oh. So shy you were. Stessler, isn't it?
It's Lady Flimnap. Why, yes, of course. And how may I best serve you?
My only wish in life is to see this monstrous creature.
Oh, Lord. Out of the question, quite.
Such a sweet, shy hobbledehoy it wasn't. Now a captain. Oh, please, dear Stessler, surely you could look the other way.
I dearly wish I... No, on no account, my lady.
Have you fought in many battles? Oh, you could turn your back, perhaps.
To tell the truth, not a one. My father purchased my commission but a month ago. It's no use asking more, my lady. I cannot do it.
Do you remember the little kiss I gave you? And how you blushed? Oh, I promise not to tell.
Please, my lady, please.
I wonder if you'd blush as much today. Come closer.
Madam.
Oh, would you deny a lady's fancy? Surely the arm is more gallant than that. Oh, come here, I say.
My love, I have it. The license.
My lord?
I know, what's this? Where is my wife?
I last saw her here, my lord. Truly I did.
Her cloak. If her cloak is gone, then she's gone with it. Ah, Reltus, all good morning. Where is your mistress? Her ladyship. Where is she? And what do you do in there?
Oh, my lady sent me back for this. And then the door slammed shut and locked me in.
A muff? In the heat of summer? I'll never understand the ways of women, never. Well, where is she then?
I beg you on my life, stay but a minute.
Oh, no thanks could be enough, sir.
I'll watch for the general. Please do return with all dispatch, my lady.
Begun to think there was but one species of mankind in Lilliput. Good morning, madam.
Your servant, sir?
I've voyaged over half the globe and never yet. Why, there's
ivory carvings in Japan have cost a man his eyesight. I met a Dutchman put away with china clay. And seen such butterflies. Well, you'd not believe. But never yet have I beheld such beauty. A masterpiece of nature.
And just a little art, I must avow. You have the tongue of a courtier, sir.
I do but say the truth of it. Why, I'm just a sailor, a physician, a surgeon. My tongue falls easily on the plain words of a plain life. Why, I've sat here waiting for your king and queen and known I'll find no words to say to them.
Oh, you must find some, sir, for they plan to kill you, unless persuaded otherwise.
Then I'm lost indeed. What shall I do?
Why, then, I must be your tutor, Master.
Gulliver, madam. Lemuel Gulliver, at your service.
And I, Lady Flimnap.
Flim? Then I've met your husband, my lady. Oh, but surely he's your father.
Oh, my husband, yes. The Lord High Treasurer and First Minister of the Imperial Council.
Then I've been presumptuous, sure, to say such things as I've been speaking. I beg your pardon, my lady.
Oh, Tashi, who said them to a woman who found them sweet to hear?
Never before have I moved in such high circles. I saw our sovereign once, riding in a carriage on a Sunday morning with a Sunday hat and a Sunday mouth. That's as close as I've come to the court. How should I speak to their highnesses?
Why, as every courtier speaks, good Master Gulliver, tune your voice to the note of flattery and keep it playing. You'll find it is their favourite song.
No, children, no. This is a state occasion, not a rarey show. You must both stay here.
Oh. But that is not just, Mamma.
Life is seldom just, Glinchak, as your poor mother has rich cause to know, carrying as she does the cares of half the world on these weak shoulders. Return to your work now.
Lurber never works. He just sits stuffing like a stupid fat pig.
And is my son the heir to the imperial throne to starve himself to please you, miss? Must he not feed his wit, which hath a royal greatness? Master Tutor?
Well, Highnesses, to resume. The giants of old, towering above their fellows by the span of a tailor's measure, were reputed to be cannibals. I have an ancient author here.
What's the use of hearing about giants when we have one sitting on our doorstep?
Ah, now, listen with all care, I pray you. Highnesses?
His Majesty has the power of life and death over all his subjects. But you'd find that hard to guess. He's but a periwig, a piece of lace, a silk cravat. In short, a coxcomb and a fool. And if it were known I'd said such things, I'd ne'er see daylight more. So, Master Gulliver, I'm in your hands. The Empress is a nut of harder shell, but you can crack it.
Lady Flimnap, the General's on his way and so is the court. The Emperor and his council, everybody. Hide, my lady, hide.
Hide? Hide where?
You've no time to get away. No one must see you. Please. Oh, death, I'll lose my head for this.
He's already lost it, it would appear, poor boy. Well, Master Gulliver, what's to do?
I could put you in my pocket.
A trifle intimate, sir, upon such brief acquaintance. Now, let me see.
Keep back! Keep back there! Keep back, I say! Hold them there! Keep back! You! Give a hand here! Quickly now! Quickly!
His Sublime Majesty, Go Basto Momaram Avlame Godillo Shefin, Malayali Gue, most mighty Emperor of Lilliput, delight and terror of the universe, whose dominions extend to the extremities of the globe, monarch of all monarchs, taller than the sons of men, whose feet press down to the center, and whose head strikes against the sun. Hear then, O princes of the earth, shake your knees in dread and bow in fearful homage, lest the wrath of his mightiness cast you down in awe.
How do you do?
Kneel, fellow. Kneel.
Well, sirrah, do you have nothing to say to his Imperial Majesty?
Well, I...
Have I such a dunce for a pupil? Tell him you're speechless with admiration.
Your pardon, sire. My voice was taken from me, struck as I was with awe at the
effulgent glory of his presence.
At the effulgent glory of your presence, sire.
Effulgent. Oh, very good. Yes, I like effulgent. What's effulgent?
What's effulgent?
What's effulgent?
What's effulgent?
What's effulgent? What's effulgent? Oh, your pardon, Mum.
Where's Flimnap? He'd know.
He has not as yet arrived, Ma'am.
Oh. Sirrah, what is effulgent?
Oh, shining, Ma'am.
Shining.
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 Oh, stop this nonsense, do. We are not here to play with words. We've come to find if this Gulliver's a spy and whether to destroy him.
Of course he's a spy.
Look what I found.
Oh, wait, you couldn't bring the giant down.
Just you watch.
Shining's good. Effulgent's better.
Very well, gentlemen. If he is to be destroyed, we have the question still. How is it to be done?
You're losing this encounter, Master Gulliver. Attack upon the flank. Flatter the Queen.
Your Majesty. Ma'am. Your gracious Majesty. Never in all my voyaging, in all my travels, have I heard such music as the plangent tones of your Majesty's voice.
My voice is plangent. What's plangent?
What's plangent?
What, plangent? I know that. Plangent's loud and mournful, like a funeral bell.
What? Your pardon, ma'am. Faith, what have we here?
Please don't eat me, Master Giant.
Idiot! That's the prince, Lurbar, the imperial brat.
I'll not eat you, Master Archer. What, a brave fellow like you who'd hunt a giant? This is a fine country indeed that breeds such a son, such a paragon of martial virtue, such a noble countenance and manly figure.
Don't bake too rich a cake, sir.
This is no spy, nor should he be destroyed. Golbasto, give the word for this perspicacious gentleman's instant liberty. Golbasto.
Oh, yes, if it please you. Effulgent.
But, ma'am,
As usual, Admiral, you've chose the wrong course and would like to sink the ship of state with all hands. I'll hear no more from you. Harkee, Flimnap, all of you. This Lemuel Gulliver is our honored guest. Strike off his chains. For his house, he'll have the ancient temple there.
Temple?
Do we use it thus since it was profaned, my Lord Archelder, since the Small End riots and that most unnatural murder?
No,
Well, then do not interrupt. This house is yours, sir. I prithee enter.
I humbly thank your majesty. Show me that scroll, the encomium. Yes, I see it. Look, man, look. That's where we'll place it. After terror of the universe, the effulgent glory of his presence. Oh, odds bodikins, but I like the ring of it.
I'll destroy him yet.
I was demanded to swear to the performance of several conditions to my liberty, though some of them were not so honourable as I could have wished. Nevertheless, I subscribed to them with great content, and made an oath of allegiance to His Most Sublime Majesty, swearing to do my utmost to destroy his enemies in Blefuscu. At last, I was free. Having been taught by my fair tutor, Lady Flimnap, how to purchase the good opinion of their Imperial Majesties, the base coin of fawning flattery, and having sworn an oath of allegiance to the Emperor and to his cause in the Blefuscudian War, I was at last at full liberty.
Is that all, my lord?
Only the public examination for the post of Principal Secretary, ma'am. It is to be held this day week in the Palace Yard.
So, for another 7 days, I am to carry the kingdom, nay, the empire on my shoulders, quite solo. So be it, then.
He's cutting down our trees, Mamma. The Gulliver. The trees in the Royal Park itself.
Of course he is. Bring him to me, I pray you.
Master Gulliver!
You mean you
sir. My eyes assure me that your project is proceeding to your satisfaction.
Indeed it is, Your Grace, thanks to the ineffable condescension of the most amiable lady in the land, whose delicate hand I should desire to kiss in humblest gratitude, durst I approach such majesty without trembling.
Courteous monster. You shall have your wish, Master Gulliver. Your words are dipped in honey, sir.
Distilled of the nectar from the fairest flower.
I do not understand your meaning.
Why, what should I mean, but that a man must seek the sweetness of a woman's beauty as a honeybee the blossom?
I see.
A sour countenance for such a fair morning, husband.
Not sour, madam. Distracted. Yes, and not a little grieved, as who would not be when his trust's betrayed.
Savers. Trust, you say? Betrayed, you say?
I have been deceived, Lillander.
Oh, but sir...
What have you to say of this fellow, Reldresal?
Surely you cannot believe,
that
my
he
lord...
should think me fool enough to be cozened by a muff. For a dare so may be. But I have been considering and observing since, and now I'm assured the man's a ruffian, a lecherous blackguard. And as for you, Lillander, my pretty wife, my innocent...
Oh, sir, I do
How
avow...
could I loose such an animal into the garden where blooms the very blossom of my life? Can you ever find it in your heart to forgive the doting fool that is your husband?
Are you suggesting that I coach?
I know. In your innocence you find it hard to credit. Yes, my love. This Reldresal has dared to hope that he might pluck a flower so far above him, he would need a ladder the height of a Gulliver to reach it.
Master Gulliver, sir.
Ah, good morning to you, Sergeant. I see you've brought the chairs I asked.
I trust they'll fit your purpose, sir.
The question's rather, good Master Sergeant, will they fit a Lilliputian lady's bum? I've 2 visitors are coming.
As to that, sir, it might be said to depend upon the size of the lady, sir, if you take my meaning. Now, my wife might suit the pair of them together, with a bit of seat to spare. Of wife, that is, not chair.
I thank you, Sergeant. There now. Ha! My tabletop's my drawing room, and fit for all the gossip of the day.
The Queen's command is plain enough. You are, my lord, severally or together. It matters not a jot to seek out and discover the Blefuscudian intent, whether they'll invade or no. And if so, when?
Well, how to do it? A rowing boat cannot come within the cable length of the shore of Blefuscu without being seen.
Now, indeed. My every spy has till now been taken, or else converted to the Big End faction and stayed in Blefuscu. There is no answer.
A man on the northeast cliffs of Lilliput with a perspective glass could see quite into the Blefuscudian harbour. We used to watch the ships before the war.
I used to count the size of pork as I carried them on board.
I shall post a man with a perspective glass on the northeast cliffs. He'll be able to see quite into the harbour of the enemy. I'll swear to that.
And I'll supply the telescope. The Navy's best. Ah, will that suffice, my lord?
Faith, gentlemen, I care not how it's done. Just do it, and with dispatch. Or else the council will need to fill 2 more posts other than Her Grace's private secretary.
And the Admiral came from the palace frustrated and fulfilled, downcast and elated both. His command to Maffin to depart the city immediately rescinded. Play the last pipe, he said, as if he walked his quarterdeck, growling and laughing, turn and turn about. Odds life I thought my husband's moonstruck. See how the sunlight dances on the ground. Do not dote on our dear country at this season of the year. Faith, I sometimes think I'd rather be a dairymaid than an admiral's wife.
Your pardon, ma'am. I do but seek to welcome you.
Sit down, Fiedel. Stop your vapouring, do.
And what am I to learn today, my lady tutor? What's the gossip of the court?
Why, little worth remarking, I fear, sir. A coachman who's lost his coach has lost his master too, if not his mistress. And a sailor without a ship has lost his wits.
Lilander.
What else, then? Moonstruck was the word, or did my ears mistake me?
Struck by a notion, it appeared at last.
That in itself is news indeed. The Admiral's had a notion.
Please, Lilander. And after all, who would stand closer to Her Majesty save only the Emperor himself? Oh, and he is most nimble on his feet. Why, I remember when he just...
Nimble on his feet, the Admiral?
Of course not, sister. Maffrin, my eldest son. However nimble Bolgolam might be, he'd never be a candidate for secretary. He already has a post and means to keep it.
Your forgiveness, Lady Bolgolam. I'm confused. Your son is nimble on his feet, and therefore seeks the post of secretary? How so? Is this how the appointment's made?
Not only the office of Principal Secretary of Private Affairs, but all the great employments at the court. Oh, how else did Flimnap come to be High Treasurer, but that he can cut a caper on a rope more nimbly than the rest?
Dance upon a rope? A tightrope?
Of course, the height of 2 men from the ground, and jump and do the somerset higher than the others trying for the office. Oh, is this not the custom in the land of Wapping?
Well, I've heard it said that politics demands such skill. Indeed, I do believe at another time a man reluctant so to practice will find himself thrashed to the performance of it with the 3-tailed whip.
How barbarous!
A sad sight it must be, faith, to see so many raw and bleeding consciences dragging through the dust.
Oh, we're far more gentle here. We merely break their legs and arms, or sometimes necks.
If they should fall, she means to say. But Maffrin will not fall. He'll trip across the rope like a sparrow on a clothesline, become secretary to Her Grace the Queen, and bring his father back to favour.
And that's the Admiral's notion.
It is.
Oh, Fiedel, be not too sure it will succeed. There's one more candidate at least.
Oh, no. And prithee, who's that?
The coachman who has lost his coach.
And the successful candidate this afternoon will be... Do you hear me, Sirrah?
I hear you.
As I say, the Emperor sometimes has a mind to demand of the winner a further trial of ability, agility, and loyalty to Lilliput.
I know. I'm no stranger to the court. But I am, sir. What trial?
Why, to leap above or creep below a stick held by his grace as many times as he requires it.
Your ignorance, fellow, doth amaze me. 'Tis well known throughout the world that leaping and creeping thus is the surest way to win the favour of princes, and therefore it is important and imperative you keep sharp observance.
Not even the tiniest word, but how do you expect the commonalty to remember that I'm the terror of the universe and all?
The choosing of a secretary is not a state occasion, sire. I fear it is not the custom on such domestic days as this.
God's bodikins, domestic, eh? Chief butler of the Empire, is that my role today? Very well. Where's the Queen? She's late. She's never late. Where is she?
Your pardon, sire?
Did you promise to pay all my debts? And double my allowance?
Aye. If you win. But only if you win.
Of course you'll win.
Why not indeed? Run, a jump, another run, and you'll be safe in port. So shall I.
The insolence of it. Flaunting his coarse body before the Imperial Court. A handsome sight, I must avow.
Yes, very handsome.
That he should dare, a commoner plebeian to his very fingertips, to thrust himself into the gentry thus.
And not for the first time either.
He must be taught to know his place. A broken neck should do it.
Oh, here comes Master Gulliver.
My ladies and lordships all, ever your most obedient servant.
Oh, mercy on us, he's arrived.
How now? What's this? I pray you, wife, return to your chamber at once and ready yourself for the day.
Was that a lacing gone? I thought I heard one snap.
I shall be heard.
Come now, Galbasto. We have no time for tantrums. My Lord Chamberlain, we are ready for the audience.
No, no. It isn't just. It isn't fair. Who'll even notice the effulgence of my glory with you like that?
That those who present themselves as candidates for the most high office of Principal Secretary of Private Affairs to their Imperial Majesties now draw near. Maphrim Bogalam and Trino Reldrasel, you are charged that you will true combat make, to show such skill upon the rope, such art to twist and turn, that you shall prove your worth to share the counsels of the mighty. My lords, ladies, and gentlemen, it is the pleasure of His Gracious Majesty that the First Minister of the Imperial Council, my Lord Flimnap, Glum Glum of Langro, High Treasurer of Lilliput, should first let the court observe the skill which raised him to such preferment. Lord Flimnap.
Comparison with his lordship. Never have before.
Let it be known that each candidate shall proceed from hither to yon, and anon from yon to hither, practicing such tricks as he shall deem proper. Should any part of him touch the ground, however, be it only a hair of his beard, he shall disqualify himself from the examination, and his opponent adjudged the winner. Let the contest begin. Mathrim Volgalam.
Perhaps we should make him admiral.
If he falls to the ground, I apprehend you'll be private secretary. If not, you'll be the sorriest admiral's son in Lilliput, while I'll engage to kick you to Blefuscu with my sea boots on.
Trino Reldresal!
Mark this, sir, and mark it well. There'll be no more silver from my pocket. You'll live on your income, and you'll live like a bumpkin, for all I care.
But if he does fall, what can such a fellow know of this noble art of ours? An impudent servant.
A vulgar upstart.
A presumptuous groom.
A mere performer from the fairground.
A what? Your pardon, wife, what did you say?
Well, that is where I found him, at the County Goose Fair. Well, surely you knew.
How did he perform, Lilanda? Pray, tell me how.
Indeed he fell, and would like to break his every bone were it not for the dexterity of this excellent Gulliver.
Are they cheering me? I do declare, they're cheering me. It must be my effulgence after all. Have you noticed my effulgence, Lurbar?
They said there'd be green buns.
The rules are, but he fell. How can he win the contest?
He didn't touch the ground. Your silly rules said not a hair of his beard. I do declare I've never heard such rubbish. He doesn't have a beard, and he didn't touch the ground.
But Gulliver...
And where's the rule that says no giants? Show me the rule.
My lords, ladies, and gentlemen, according to the desire of Her Imperial Majesty and the immemorial custom of our country, I hereby declare that the winner of the contest is Trino Reldresal.
invasion, you say? How so?
I watched 2 days, ma'am. Nearly 3. At first, such a coming and a going as you never did see. With firkins of wine and of brandy, sides of beef and whole muttons, great boxes of arrows and bows by the score, and soldiers as well, with their bags and their beds, all loading the ship to the gunwales, your grace.
They've all stopped cheering now. It must be wearing off.
Such martial goings-on would seem to herald war, not peace.
The tale is but half told, Majesty.
Well, then.
Well, so it continued all round the clock, until a day since, just afternoon. And then it all stopped. No weapons, no soldiers, no food. Their plans have been changed, ma'am. And I've galloped all night to report to you, ma'am. The invasion is off, ma'am. It must be.
And that's your good news. Don't you see, you poor booby? They've finished their loading. That's why they've stopped. A fair wind to Lilliput, that's all they need now. The invasion will come any day, any hour, any minute.
The shining grown less of my glory? Can effulgence wear off, or heavens wear out?
Craving your pardon, ma'am, but no decision as to any future action can be taken without the order of the Commander-in-Chief.
How to prevent it? That's the puzzle. How can one stop it?
You've hit it, Golbasto. So what can we do?
Odds bodikins, I've got it. Ask Gulliver, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
And so, Master Gulliver, placing great confidence in your valor and strength, and in your fidelity to the solemn oath but lately sworn, His Imperial Majesty has commanded me to place this account of his affairs before you.
Requiring you to use your most valiant endeavors to crush the vile hordes which threaten us.
However, in order
Vile hordes. They're his friends, I say. He's a Blefuscudian spy. I've said so from the first, again and again.
Indeed you have, my Lord Admiral, and again. And so, good sir, in order to satisfy all parties, it has been agreed that His Blessedness the Arch-Elder of Mildendo shall examine you in the beliefs and practices of your religion.
Well, as to that,
Peace, I prithee, peace. I shall require but one reply, which I charge you on the blundercrall shall be before heaven the barest truth.
You have my sacred word, my lord.
This then. When eating eggs, boiled, you understand, as it might be for breakfast, with a spoon, which end of the shell do you break? The big end or the smaller end?
I beg you, Master Gulliver, on your life, consider well before you answer.
I thank you, my Lord General, but I have no need. My answer's a simple one. Whichever end's the more convenient. And that's the plain truth of it.
That's not an answer. It's an equivocation.
Nay, my lord, 'tis a wonder that this stranger, this lunar monster, would listen to the words of Lustrog himself, here, in the 54th chapter of the book, that all true believers break their eggs at the convenient end. Thanks be to Lustrog.
Most convenient.
It's a trick.
What message shall I convey to His Gracious Majesty?
Oh, pray tell him that I am ready with the hazard of my life to defend his person and his state against all invaders.
We thank you, Master Gulliver.
I still say he's a spy.
Upon my soul, what noisome, noxious herb have you in there? It's like to suffocate. Oh, lift me out, I pray you.
'Tis but my tobacco, the best our colonies can supply. It will not harm you. I beg your pardon, Lady Flimnap.
I think you may call me Lelander now.
Lilland.
Oh, heaven be praised, we heard them coming. Dear Lemuel, I may call you Lemuel. Oh, my heart felt gratitude once more for the saving of Reldressel's life.
Eggs.
Your pardon?
Eggs. Big ends and small ends. And hence I'm not a spy.
But this is the very center of the quarrel between our two great empires. Oh, did you not know?
Faith, I did not. It seems small enough cause for a war.
All are agreed that the primitive way was to break the big end, for such was how the words of Lustrog were taken. But His present Majesty's grandfather, while he was a boy going to eat an egg, happened to cut one of his fingers, whereupon the Emperor, his father, published an edict commanding all subjects upon great penalties to break the smaller end.
But a war?
Well, the Emperor of Blefuscu accused us of making a schism in religion, you see, and what with the war abroad and civil commotion at home, the quarrel's continued ever since.
Then by Lustrog, it's time it stopped. Let's have a glorious victory, eh?
I am of opinion that humanity will always find for itself a sufficient cause for quarrelling. Indeed, for riot, mayhem, torture, war, be it never so slight, as it may be the shape of a nose, the colour of a skin or a shirt. There's the difference there. Why, bless me, I've known men come to blows, and worse, whether a candle should stand on a supper table, or whether a mortal man in a white robe calling himself the Bishop of Rome is God's vicar or the devil's. So the Lilliputians, it would seem, are much of a likeness to the rest of Adam's children. At the last, an egg is an egg, and a war is a war, the whole world over.
Long live the most puissant Emperor of Lilliput!
Demanded of me after my capture of the enemy fleet that I crush the mighty empire of Blefuscu and destroy all those who would not be compelled to break the smaller end of their eggs, for which I beg to be forgiven, for never could I destroy the liberties and lives of a free and brave people.
Tighter, Barella, tighter.
Save us, Mama. I'll cut you into pieces.
No. Faith, it's near to sunset. He'll be here. And I as little ready as a maiden bride upon her wedding night. Law, what am I saying? I declare I blush from head to toe. Come, Barella, come. Your task is but half done. Why, a year or so ago, I remember, you were able to constrain my waist to the span of a man's two hands. Why can you not do so now, for Lustrog's sake? I expect, Your Grace, that it's because, compared to a year or so ago, I'm a year or so older.
Day and Nardak. Why, that means that you are the firstest gentleman in the land with precedence before the lot of them.
Barring His Majesty, of course.
Oh, of course, dear Fiedel, poor Galbasto, yes. The first and the last. Here's for the female emperor to wear the breeches.
Fie, Lilander, before this gentleman.
I think it's true. It's more Her Majesty's doing than the Emperor's. It is she has commanded I should return to the palace by sunset. I am to be feasted with fireworks.
Then I'll take precedence before the Empress. I swear I'll be the first to down a bumper to the honour of my dear Lord Lemuel, Nardak and Conqueror of Blefuscu. Drink up, Fiedel. The Fireworks are wanting, I fear, my lord.
What need have I for fireworks? I'd rather drink to the fire in my lady's eye. Yolanda. And so I came to London, apprenticed to be a surgeon, though I'd always dreamed of visiting other countries.
Other countries? Is not Wapping the only land of giants?
Best wine I ever tasted. Oh, no, Yolanda. Come along. I must return to Skyresh.
Well, go then.
Mercy, sister. That would be most improper. Think of the scandal right about the court that you were here alone.
Well, stay then, I care not.
But one glass only. Enough is as good as a feast to a blind horse. Enough is as good as... Oh, a very good wine, i' faith.
So, being advised to alter my condition, I wed Mistress Mary Burton, second daughter of a hosier in Newgate Street.
Then you are married too? Oh, I know not if I should rejoice or grieve.
I'm no family man, though, despite two squalling brats. And no landsman either. So I went to sea again.
It's empty. Why is it empty? Yolanda, my glass is empty.
What does life feel? Would that all our ills were simply remedied.
Surgeon by trade I am. Sailor by choice.
Yo-ho, heave-ho, bully boy, up aloft or down below, bully boy, a sailor's course is fallen by, when he courts a lass with a roving eye. I tell the truth, or I tell a lie, bully boy. Never spit into the wind.
Well, is he come yet? You're getting to a fine old case, ma'am. Fretting you'll not bring him any sooner.
Then he's still not here.
All the rest of your guests are come, and His Majesty, for a wonder, awaiting your good pleasure to go down.
No, I will not go. Not until the guest of honour's here. Good lack, Barella, where can he be?
We'll starve to death. I'll wager they'll find 2 skeletons in the morning.
I don't see why.
God will pass beneath us.
Why have we come? The feast in the Great Hall. I heard there was Syllaba.
Would they think to seek us here? And where better to observe the fireworks in the sky?
I've left them well provided. They'll not end on the parish. And yet, I did poor Mary a great disservice, thus to marry her. But, Faith, I never thought to meet a woman. I never thought that to use a sailor's blunt words, I think I have but half a heart. I think I have but half a heart, but if
was married on advice. My father advised me that he'd lost my marriage portion at the tables and that my face must be my dowry. So, I wed a clever fool. A rich, old fool.
Sure, you could have had the pick of the best.
And so I did. But I did my picking once I was safely husbanded. Oh, Flimnap's had his side of the bargain. You'll not hear him complain. And yet... I used to have a fancy. Dreaming in a hayfield, my summer virgin wife. Oh, Lord, how's anyone so innocent? It almost seemed the murmur of the bees, high, far voice of the skylark was singing me a song of the one man. Wait. Then you went off to war. Oh, I was like to burst my heart. Blinded you were, drowned, crashing to the earth by some ingenious engine. When you rose from out the sea like to a very god. Lemuel, my dearest.
Yolanda.
Can you see into the Great Hall? Have they started eating yet?
Why no fireworks? What's amiss? And nary a sign of the giant, neither.
Give me the glass. It's my turn now.
Why? There he is. The Gulliver. He's not at the palace at all. And bless me, what's here? I do declare it's Lady Flimnap.
Let me see.
And Mother awaiting all a tremble. Just wait until I tell her.
I want to see.
I'll engage she'll break her heart.
Why, I can see the dear wounds the arrows made. Were I your wife now, I'd soothe your every hurt with a healing balm of tenderness and mend your heart with... Well, would have thought it. Is this Lilanda speaking? I never heard such words come from her lips before. And then I never felt such feelings from her heart before. Dear Gulliver, I am most thoroughly glad you came to Lilliput.
She kissed him. Lilanda Flimnap kissed him.
Twice, Mamma. She kissed him twice.
It's true, Mamma. I was there.
Ma'am, your majesty, please. His Grace the King will not wait further. Your pardon, ma'am.
Base villain. Faithless cur. That I had sewn to my heart with stitches of iron. Is it thus he doth give thanks for the love of royalty? Well, now he shall know the wrath of royalty. And rue the day he first set his vile foot on Lilliputian soil.
Does that mean there'll be no fireworks?
And no feast.
Death and furies, will you dance upon my grave? The night's festivities will proceed. Go now, all of you. And tell His Majesty I'll be with him straight. Leave me, I say!
Fiedel, wake up!
What? What time is it?
Long past your bedtime, it would seem.
The sun is setting, madam.
Red sky at night, sailor's delight. That's what the Admiral used to call me.
The sun went down an hour ago. It must be the fireworks.
Yes, of course. The fireworks. Her Majesty's feast.
Mercy on us, the palace is afire.
To the left, man! No, to the right. Faith, if he gets a hold, the whole palace will go. The right, I said to you, nincompoop! Now to the left! Oh, Master Gulliver.
Have you no more water, sir? Where does it come from?
The pump in the kitchen yard, there's nothing else at hand.
Oh, I doubt it will suffice. Well, we can but try.
Thanks be to Lustrock. Faster! Faster! The flames are gaining on us! Keep the water coming there!
I'm afraid the well is running dry, my lord. There is no more water.
Then we are lost.
Your pardon, my good Lord Chamberlain. I must beg to be excused. I've been drinking of your country's most delicious wine. Most plentifully, I must avow. And if I don't soon...
He did what? And in 3 minutes, the fire was wholly extinguished. Without this expedient, Mum, the palace would have infallibly been burnt to the ground. But now, within a few short weeks, Your Majesty will be able to return to your apartments. Was it not the luckiest chance in the world?
Lucky? You think I would consent ever again to set foot in there? The consort of the most powerful emperor in the known world to let herself be treated by this malicious monster as a gatepost by a passing dog? Or do you share his contempt of your queen, my lord?
Why, no.
Your Majesty, I warn you. This is high treason and is most insidious. This is the purest treachery. He must die for it.
Oh, yes.
Aye, he must. And soon. Lord Flimnap, first thing tomorrow, a council meeting. His fate, a nasty one, will be decided then. I tire of this charade. Come, Lord Aston.
So soon? Oh, surely we must wait for the fireworks to finish. It can't. They've had no chance to cheer me yet, poor things.
What scandal, pray? Why, it's all round the court, it seems. Did you not know? Hasn't Flimnap taxed you with it?
Flimnap's gone to an early council. I rarely see him in the morning.
Oh, I thought to find you weeping.
Oh, death and the devil, Fiedle, out with it. What is all around the court?
Why, that her ladyship, the Lord Treasurer's wife, has taken a violent affection for my Lord Gulliver and came to his lodging privately last evening. Your reputation's gone, Lillander. And mine too, if my part's known.
Oh, Fiedle, you always wear a goose. Do not see. If we were together last night, there is no scandal, nor can be none.
I never thought of that.
Sit down now and drink a cup of coffee. If we both stay strictly with the truth, all will be well. I promise you.
I've been so distracted, and all for nothing.
All for nothing.
Still and all, I'll have few regrets to see him gone, this Gulliver.
Gone? Where should he be going?
Why, executed for a traitor and spy, of course. That's what the council's for. I took it you'd know.
And thought to find me weeping for my reputation. Oh, Fiedle! Clara in the chair, quickly!
Why, bless your heart, sir. Known all over the Empire, I'd say. You're double hero now.
To tell you the truth, Sergeant, I had a desperate need to sleep. What with the fumes of the flames and the wine and... To tell you the truth, the next thing I knew, I awakened here. A double hero, you say?
Aye, but there's a rub to that. You're doubly rogue as well.
Ah, yes. How's that?
In faith, sir, the whole world knows how you refused to crush Blefuscu, and now you've put your neck in the noose of treason. It's a capital crime for any person of what quality soever to do as you did last night within the precincts of the palace. There's a many hanged for it, and worse.
I've little to fear, I fancy. In a while, I'll walk across the park and flatter a little with their majesties. Oh.
Lustrog knows that royal life is duty, duty, duty with little room for pleasure. But surely, my lord, you grant me but this one tiny fancy? To cut him slowly into itsy-bitsy pieces, teensy slice by weensy slice? Is that too much to ask?
Ma'am, your pardon, but he might object.
I see, my lord, you would deny us even so slight an indulgence, would you? How say the rest?
Loose a flock, a horde of starved canaries in his house.
Yellow feathers, scarlet blood, a pretty death.
Or burn him in his bed.
A wagon load of angry fleas to chew his skin.
And let him scratch himself to death. Yes, yes.
Scour the countryside for vipers.
Yes.
Or put a caustic in his dinner.
To eat away his innards, a very pleasing notion.
If I may, your majesty.
If you must, Archelder.
And Lustrog spake once more. The scrambled egg, saith Lustrog, will in no wise fit back into its shell, nor the poached into the...
Then I shall in no wise try it, my lord Archelder. Admiral Bolgalum.
Have him read to death by a temple full of qualified Lustrogologists.
I must protest.
I too, my lord. What? Subject even so base a ruffian to so grievous a torture? You are too cruel, sir. Odds my life, an embarrassment of choice. And what says our new secretary?
She asked me my opinion, and I, being grateful still and friendly to him, said there was room for mercy yet, and pleaded my case so like to a rascal lawyer that at the last even Her Majesty agreed the sentence should be lenient.
Oh, Reltus, from my heart, I thank you. Tell me quick, I pray.
Well, he's to have his eyes put out, so all the world will applaud the mercy of the Emperor and his consort, and the wisdom of the secretary what suggested it.
Blinded.
Aye, I've just been to get the Emperor's writing on it. Rel Rassal in a king's bedroom. In his nightcap he was, a-chewing on his breakfast.
Well, at the least you saved poor Gulliver's life.
Yes. Well, he's to be starved to death, of course. Little bit by little bit. And all the flesh cut from off his bones and buried in cartloads and all. But that's a secret, like, I'm not to tell nobody.
No!
Now, what's this?
Your Majesty, I pray you, in your great mercy, acclaim throughout the world. Please hear me.
Now, really, you're busting in on his sacred majesty when he's all undone?
Thank you, Ribble. And you, sir, you may go. It's Flimnap's wife, is it not? And is my mercy truly acclaimed throughout the world? Well, I do declare.
It's in your eyes, sire. Mercy is in your very glance.
Well, there. And me just thinking they were sapphire blue. Take this away, Ribble. I wish to have converse with this most witty lady. Come here, my dear.
Mercy and compassion shine through the brilliance of the colour, Majesty.
Oddsbodikins, that'll be because I'm feeling merciful, don't you see? Just signed some paper that was most merciful, or so I'm assured. Starved to death, you see, instead of burnt.
The noble Gulliver, sire?
The very same.
Then will you not be yet more merciful and reprieve him quite?
We can't do that, my dear. A good fellow with a sharp eye for effulgent glory, but a spy, you see, a traitor and a villain. Her Majesty is certain sure of that. In any case, I've signed it now.
But, sire, you hold the lives of all of us in your mighty hand. No one would dare defy you, not even the Queen herself. Please, your Majesty.
They're going to put the Gulliver's eyes out. I heard it in the kitchens. Where's the glass?
He'll not allow it.
He'll be asleep, silly. A potion in his wine. Enough to put 1,000 bulls to sleep, so Borella said.
And I do assure you, Ma'am, I had no intent to slight you. Or your celebration. I fell a drinking and a gossiping with my Lady Flimnap and her sister.
Lady Bolgaloo. Was she there too?
Oh, why, yes.
Well, no matter now. We'll celebrate this morning and drink a toast to the newest Nardak in the land and the love in which we hold him. Lord Gulliver.
Lord Gulliver. I humbly thank your grace. And in reply, I'll also drink to the love and amity we hold between us, and to the condescension of your most gracious Majesty. Faith, I near forgot. First, I must beg pardon for the rest of the adventures of last night. This is the way it happened.
And so you comprehend if fault there were, 'twas mine, not Gulliver's.
In all truth, I fail to see the mercy you discern. Maybe its modesty prevents it.
Your Majesty, I beg you.
Ah, you plead your case so prettily. But don't you see, my dear, it's far too late. He'll sure have drunk the poisoned wine by now.
Poison?
Well, a potion to make him sleep. 'Twas all one, 'twill kill him at the last.
Oh.
You'll see his body from the window, I expect.
Mercy.
Your Grace's understanding is as boundless as the ocean. To thee, then, Ma'am.
No! No, don't drink it! It's poison, Master Gulliver. Don't drink!
Poisoned?
Drink it, sir, I command you.
Command? This is a strange sort of love, Ma'am.
Oh, Gulliver! Thank heavens I was in time.
My lady, is it true?
My lord, you must flee from Lilliput. You're in the gravest danger.
Now you've warned me.
Oh, my dearest one, I pray you. Heed the lastest lesson of your tutor. You like to lose your eyes and like to lose your life.
After all my service to their majesties.
She'll never forgive you for last night. This is the gratitude of princes, sir.
She'll not forgive you neither for warning me. How can I go now, leaving you to her grace's spite?
I'm more than match for her, I do assure you. But you, my love, could never escape her vengeance. Go now. Now, I beg you. Go back to the land of Wapping and your wife from Newgate Street, or back to the honest sea and forget you ever were a courtier.
Come with me, then. We'll go to far Cathay or Timbuktu or such. And who's to know we're not man and wife?
He's going. He's just walking away.
Let me have a look.
I do declare. Gulliver's weeping.
Tell me more about my eyes, my dear. Do you agree they're sapphire blue or more cerulean?
I shall not trouble to give a particular account of my escape and my return to England. I was of so heavy a heart that I stayed but 2 months with my wife and family, and indeed my insatiable desire of seeing foreign countries would suffer me to continue no longer. The strange inhabitants of the land of Lilliput were by no means the strangest I met on my many voyages. Why, within some 15 months of my return from the land of the Pygmies, but that's another story.